Joel and Owen are personable, funny, brilliant, genuine little boys. They like to play, they like to laugh, they like to cry when they're hungry, they like to express themselves, and they like to love on their mom and dad.
Joel and Owen are a lot of fun. From the very beginning, we could tell differences in personality, and it's been a lot of fun becoming a dad, figuring out what that means, and it's the most important thing in my life now.
Being in the NICU is a very unique experience, unlike any other that a parent would probably face. When you find out that you're having a child, you don't expect to spend months in the NICU. You expect to cuddle your child after you give birth and spend time with them. And they were whisked away, and I was on medication and didn't get to see them for a day and a half.
It was tough sometimes to see them as small as they were, and there were some medical things, but nothing that was ever really too terribly concerning. It was just a matter of time. We'll get there, they will get better, they'll get out of here, and then that's when our real life will start.
In retrospect, everything has turned out beautifully. They're healthy, but it's a unique experience and it's not something that you expect to happen. Being in the NICU, especially with multiples, was actually a blessing because we were able to figure out how to care for our children properly. The NICU staff, doctors, nurses prepared us for what to expect when we got home, and Owen came home with some medical equipment and they taught us how to use that. They let us know that they were there if we needed them. They made the follow-up appointments for us for their care, and we felt very comfortable when we left the NICU that we were prepared to be parents and all would be well. I wasn't familiar with the TIPS program before we had premature babies in the NICU. The staff talked with us multiple times about the TIPS program, let us know that individuals would be assessing our children and letting us know if there were any issues that needed to be addressed. And that's a little bit scary, even though you know that it could be a reality that they may have some delays. But after meeting with the TIPS clinicians, it was very evident that they were there to help us.
Talking with all the TIPS doctors and nurses who have a lot of good knowledge about this really helps reassure that we are on track and the boys are developing the way that they should be. And it was also good to hear, it's not like a milestone. They need to be doing this by this date. It's more of a window. So it was good information to have.
They gave us some tips, if you will, things that we should be doing around the house to make sure that they're developing in the best way that they can.
It's difficult being in the NICU, but there is an end. There is a finish line that you will cross. You will get to go home. You will get to start your family away from the hospital. And the best thing about TIPS is the reassurance that things are going well, that you're doing the right things.
When you have a premature child, you don't know what to expect, and it's really quite scary leaving the resources at the hospital. It's just reassuring to know that we can sign up for the TIPS program and have resources outside of the hospital available to tap into. I think the TIPS program is great, that it's provided at no cost to parents, and it's just additional reassurance that if there are delays with the boys in the future, that they will get us set up with the resources that are necessary to get us on the right track and educate us as parents and help us to do ultimately what is best for our boys.